riding out from Amarillo, just a shadow in the dawn. Dust was rising on the mesa, the outlaw trail was long. Folks in town were whispering, there's a killer on the run. They said he shot a man in Tucson, then vanished with the sun. I rode in slow to El Camino, where the desert winds don't die. The sheriff met me at the crossroads, steel and thunder in his eyes. He said, we've been waiting, stranger, heard you carry lawless pride. But if you're here to hunt for blood, you best not step inside. There's a cold wind blowing over El Camino, where ghosts still walk beneath the moon. And the law rides hard through the canyon shadow. Justice sings her final tune. The cards are dealt and the fates are leaning. By the light of dawn, one man will fall. When the guns of El Camino thunder, no one rides away at all. At sundown on the main street, all the town folks stood around. They knew that one of us was leaving and one was going down. He stepped out from the saloon door, hand low upon his side, and I could see his eyes were weary, but his draw was sure and wide. I said, boy, I ain't no killer, but I won't turn and run. He smiled and tipped his weathered hat. We'll see when the dealing's done. Then silence fell like desert rain. The clock struck 4:30, and the echo of two pistols burned like thunder evermore. There's a cold wind blowing over El Camino, where ghosts still walk beneath the moon. And the law rides hard through the canyon shadow. Justice sings her final tune. The cards are dealt and the fates are leaning. By the light of dawn, one man will fall. When the guns of El Camino thunder, no one rides away at all. Now the marker stands beside him, just a stone and iron star, and I ride on with his memory, though I never rode that far. For a man can't change his story when his hand is forced by fate, and the dust of El Camino still remembers every name. There's a cold wind blowing over El Camino, where the west still whispers through the flame. You can hear the ghosts of the lawmen riding, calling softly through my name. And I'll keep riding through the canyon twilight, where the lonely coyotes call for the guns of El Camino thunder, and no one rides away at all.
Well, the dawn's just breaking over silver hills of clay, and I smell the sage and sunlight as the darkness fades away. Been riding hard since Sunday, through the dust and through the rain, but I'm heading for the home corral. I'm riding home again. I'm riding home again, where the prairie wind where the stars shine bright and the coyotes cry and the campfire songs drift to the sky. My boots hit the trail, my heart's my friend. It's good to be riding home again. Got a faithful pony carrying me steady through the morn, with a worn out saddle and a rope that's frayed and torn. Ain't no gold or glory, just a cowboy's simple game. Freedom in the saddle and a sky that calls my name. I'm riding home again, where the prairie winds begin, where the stars shine bright and the coyotes cry and the campfire songs drift to the sky. My boots hit the trail, my heart's my friend. It's good to be riding home again. Oh, I've seen the city lights and the whiskey nights, but they don't shine like this old moonlight. Give me wide open plains, a gentle rain, and a sweet guitar by the fire tonight. There's Mary waiting by the gate with her Sunday smile. Been dreaming of her laughter every lonely mile. She'll have coffee on the stovetop, biscuits in the pan, and she'll say, "Welcome home, my cowboy man." I'm riding home again, where the prairie winds begin, where the stars shine bright and the coyotes cry and the campfire songs drift to the sky. My boots hit the trail, my heart's my friend. It's good to be riding home again. Now the herd's bedded down and the fire burns low, and I'll sing to the moon in a soft warm glow. There's peace in my soul where the wild winds bend. Lord, it's good to be riding home again. Give me room where the long grass sways. Let me chase the golden days, where the mesas glow and the rivers bend, and the trail don't ever end. I was born where the Mustangs roam. The sky's my roof, the plains my home. Don't hand me chains, I won't pretend. You can't tie the wind, my friend. You can't tie the wind, can't hold it still. It'll dance through your fingers, wild and wild. From the Rio Grande to the mountain rim, freedom sings her endless hymn. I'll ride this world with a Roman grin. No, you can't tie the wind. There's a song in the canyon deep, where the night stars laugh and the coyotes weep. And I'll sleep where the firelight gleams, with the prairie grass beneath my dreams. No fancy town or gilded hall could ever claim my soul at all. The west wind calls, I can't rescind. You can't tie the wind, my friend. sings her endless hymn. I'll ride this world with a Roman grin. No, you can't tie the wind. So pour me the sunlight, pour me the rain. Let me wander through joy and pain. There's gold in the sunset, peace in the night, and 1,000 stars to guide my ride. If you see me drifting down that line, just wave your hat, I'll be fine. No saddle holds me, no walls confine. I'm a lonesome friend of time. And when my trail comes to its end, I'll rise again with the dust and wind, for every soul that dares to spin knows you can't tie the wind. You can't tie the wind, can't hold it still. It'll sing through the sage on the distant hill. From canyon deep to the star so dim, freedom hums that ancient hymn. I'll ride till my story's whispered thin. No, you can't tie the wind. The clock strikes 12, the town stands still. Even the wind forgot the hill. Dust rolls soft on the broken sign. At noon on the prairie line, they say he's coming, black hat, black soul, 6 notches deep where the bullets roll. And I swore once more, this time I'll stay, though the Lord knows I could ride away. Don't turn from me, my darling true. I've got one last thing I must do. If I run, I never sleep just fine. At noon on the prairie line, I kissed her lips and felt her tears, the kind that burn through all the years. She said a man's gotta stand or fall, and I felt the weight of it all. My shadow stretched long across the sand. The coat was heavy in my hand. The bell kept tolling down in town, and I prayed he'd lay his weapon down. Don't turn from me, my darling true. I've got one last thing I must do. If I fall, let my name still shine
noon on the prairie line. Every man's got a reckoning day. Can't hide forever, can't ride away. The sun burned high, the air turned thin, and the street grew quiet again. He came a-walking with the devil's grin. Said, boy, you know you can't win. I said, maybe not, but I still try. A man dies once, but a coward dies twice. Then thunder cracked, the echo flew. The smoke curled up, the sky turned blue. And when I rose, the world stood still. The west wind whispered down the hill. Don't weep for me, my darling true. My word was all I gave to you. Lay me down where the sun still shines. At noon on the prairie line. Let the church bell ring and the meadow sigh. Tell my love I didn't lie. For a man must stand when it's his time. At noon on the prairie line. The town was still, the clock struck 1, the showdown waited in the sun. My horse stood restless by the gate, and I knew I couldn't change my fate. She begged me, darling, please don't go. There's nothing left out there to show but a promise made's a debt unpaid, and I ride for the vow I made. High, high noon, the sun burns down. No shade in this old desert town. If I fall, remember me soon. This is my last ride at high noon. The wind kicked dust across the plain, echoed low like a distant train. Every door and window closed, every heart and breath was froze. They say a man's only worth his word, and mine's the last she ever heard. So I tip my hat and face the day when pride won't let you walk away. High, high noon, the sun burns down. No shade in this old desert town. If I fall, remember me soon. This is my last ride at high noon. There's a silence before the draw, where fear and faith are all you saw. The trigger waits, the dust will bloom. Two shadows meet their final tune. street ran red. One man stood, one man lay dead. I looked to heaven, felt her near, whispered soft, you've naught to fear. Now I ride west, my soul unbound. No law, no badge, just hallowed ground. And when the stars replace the noon, remember me beneath that moon. High, high noon, the sun burned down. My name still rides this ghostly town. If I'm gone, I'll see you soon. Wait for me past high noon. So don't forsake me, my darling true. I kept my word and my love for you.
Cries across the plain, whispered my heartache once again. A coyote moans where shadows lie, and I'm so lonesome I could die. The stars above don't shine so clear since the day you ain't been near. Your memory drifts like tumbleweed in the lonesome air I breathe. Underneath this prairie sky, I hear your name in every sigh. If love's a ghost that never dies, and I'm so lonesome neath the sky. The fire's low, the night grows cold. Your voice still haunts these hills of gold. I drink the wind, I'd curse the rain, but nothing numbs this cowboy's pain. The cattle sleep, the coyotes roam, and I ride the range all alone. Each mile I go, I can't deny, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Underneath this prairie sky, I hear your name in every sigh. If love's a ghost that never dies, then I'm so lonesome neath the sky. The moonlight fades behind the hill. Your shadow lingers, it lingers still. And though the dawn will paint the blue, my heart won't rise, it rides with you. The windmill creaks a mournful tune. The stars slip out too late, too soon, and I can't tell the reason why. Some hearts live and some just die. If heaven's real beyond the plain,
I'll find you where there's no more pain. Till then I'll ride and softly cry beneath that lonesome prairie sky. Underneath this prairie sky, I see your face where angels fly. If love can cross where time runs dry, then I'll find you 'neath the sky. The night wind hums our lullaby. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Out on the trail where the sagebrush waves, I think of her through the long, long days. One waits at home with her eyes so true. One rides my dreams in a dress of blue. The firelight flickers against my soul. Two names carved deep where the years still roll. Cowboy's heart ain't meant to lie, but love can split the western sky. One star shines where my promise lies. One still burns in her soft brown eyes. I can't choose though I've tried and tried. Two stars in the same sky. Her voice still haunts that old saloon, sweet as the wind that hums at noon. The other's prayers keep my soul upright, while I'm drifting lonely in the night. Each road I take, each dream I chase, I see their shadows, feel their grace. And though I ride with my head held high, my heart still rides on borrowed time. One star shines where my promise lies. One still burns in her soft brown eyes. I can't choose though I've tried and tried. Two stars in the same sky. Maybe someday when time stands still, I'll find my peace down by that hill, where love ain't split and hearts don't roam, and every rider finds their home. But till that day I'll ride alone, through dust and wind, through flesh and bone. The night wind hums her lullaby, and both their names drift through the sky. For every man must pay his due, and mine's the love I gave to two. One star fades, the other flies, both still shine in a cowboy's eyes. If love's a sin, then so am I. Two stars in the same sky. Two stars in the same sky. softly flows, and the moonlight on the mission glows. I hear her voice in the evening breeze, sweet as the song of the willow trees. Her laughter danced through candlelight in a Spanish courtyard warm and bright. But I rode away when the dawn wind moaned, left my heart in San Antone. Oh, the roses bloom in San Antone, where my heart still sleeps alone. Through every trail I've ever known, I'm dreaming of the roses of San Antone. I still recall her velvet eyes, like desert stars in twilight skies. Her hand in mine the band would play as we two-stepped the night away. The fiddle sang, the steel guitar sighed, as the Texas moon hung warm and wide. Now every tune I hum alone leads me back to San Antone. Oh, the roses bloom in San Antone, where my heart still sleeps alone. Through every trail I've ever known, I'm dreaming of the roses of San Antone. Someday I'll ride that road again, through fields of blue and wind and rain. And when I find her standing there, I'll brush the dust from my worn-out prayer. The night wind hums that old refrain, a song of joy, a song of pain. I see her face in every dawn, still calling me to journey on. And when I cross that sacred zone, my soul will rest in San Antone. Oh, the roses bloom in San Antone, where my heart has always grown. Through every dream and every tone, I'm heading home to San Antone. Sweet Texas moon, keep shining on my rose of San Antone.
I got my boots and my hat on straight, dreaming of a cowboy at the gate. With a lasso swing and a Roman grin, I wanna be the one he rides in. The prairie's wide and the stars are bright, we'll dance by firelight all night. With a hoot and a holler I'll sing my part, I wanna be a cowboy's sweetheart.
Sunlit fields and cattle warm, we'll rope and ride and laugh so free, no sweeter love could there ever be. He tips his hat, I wink my eye, under the big old western sky. And every trail I'll follow his part, I wanna be a cowboy's sweetheart. Like a wild Mustang and hold it close where it belongs. From dawn to dusk we'll ride the line, through desert sun and whispering pine. With every campfire, every song, I'll prove my love's been true and strong. And when the trail is done at last, we'll look back on the years gone past with a wink, a laugh, and a cowboy heart. I'll always be a sweetheart. Riding free with the love I knew. Cowboy sweetheart, forever true. The sun dips low behind the hill, and the river hums a quiet thrill. I hear the cattle call from far and wide, echoing across the countryside. The wind rolls soft through the mesquite trees, carrying my song upon the breeze. Alone I ride where the horizon's tall, answering the lonesome prairie call. Yodelay, I hear your voice across the morning dew. Yodelay, cattle call, I'm coming back to you. The herd drifts slow across the plains, like my heart drifts through love and pain. Each echo hums of home and days gone by, of a sweetheart's face beneath the sky. The stars will watch when the night grows still, and I'll ride the valley, climb the hill. The desert wide, the nightfall tall, I answer the lonesome prairie call. I hear your voice across the morning dew. Cattle call, I'm coming back to you. Oh, the coyotes cry and the river bends. The plains are empty, yet they never end. The moon hangs high, the night drifts slow, and I ride where only the brave dare go. I think of her in the homestead light, waiting for me through the lonely night. Her eyes like fire, her heart so true. The call of love always pulls me through. The prairie stretches, the winds they fall, but I ride again at the cattle call. And when the dawn lights up the land, I'll hold her close and take her hand. I hear your voice across the morning dew. Cattle call, I'm coming back to you. The prairie's wide, but my love The lonesome prairie answers my call.
Well, I rode into town on a sunny morn with my hat tipped low and my boots well worn. Saw a young boy with a brush in hand, shining up shoes all across the land. He smiled at me with a cheeky grin, said, "Mister, step up, let me shine 'em in." With a polish and a wink, he made them gleam like the sunlight dancing on a silver stream. Shine, shine, cowboy boots so bright, dance through the prairie in the soft twilight. Brush 'em up, little shoe shine boy, bring a little shine and a little joy. Swing your hands, keep the rhythm true. Shine, shine, cowboy shoes for you. He told a tale of a rodeo ride, of a Mustang wild and a cowboy's pride. The horses stamped and the cattle lowed as the dust of the trail around us flowed. We laughed and sang, tapped our boots in time to the jingle jangle of a country rhyme. The town folk came from near and far, drawn by the magic of a shining star. Shine, shine, cowboy boots so bright, dance through the prairie in the soft twilight. Brush 'em up, little shoe shine boy, bring a little shine and a little joy. Swing your hands, keep the rhythm true. Shine, shine, cowboy shoes for you. Oh, the campfire crackles, the fiddle plays, the night rolls on with a golden haze. Stories are told of the range and trail, and the shoe shine boy, he'll never fail. From dawn till dusk, he'll polish fine every boot in town, every cowboy line. Now tip my hat and ride away with my boots gleaming like the break of day. The boy waves back with a cheerful shout, come back soon, don't be in doubt. Through canyons wide and rivers deep, his memory in my heart I'll keep. For every cowboy, both young and old, needs a little shine and a story told. Shine, shine, cowboy boots so bright, dance through the prairie in the soft twilight. Brush 'em up, little shoe shine boy, bring a little shine and a little joy. Swing your hands, keep the rhythm true. Shine, shine, cowboy shoes for you. Shine on, little cowboy, shine on. Shine on, little cowboy, shine on.
Desert, from Tucson to El Paso, hit the Rio Grande, then rode through Santa Rosa. From the prairies of Kansas to the hills of Colorado, I'm a cowboy wandering wherever the trails go. Saw a herd in Amarillo, a tumbleweed in Dodge, crossed the plains of Nebraska, dodged a cattle lodge, rode past Deadwood City and through the streets of Cheyenne. Everywhere I roam, I'm a wandering man. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. From the canyons to the rivers, through the dust and sand. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. Cowboy trails call me to every land. Stopped in Laredo, then up to Santa Fe, rode the high plains and the Rockies way, through Tucson, Albuquerque, and the old town Reno. Every town I see, I just can't say no. Met a bronco rider in Cheyenne, a fiddler in Elko. Drank some whiskey at the saloon, then I had to go. From the gold mines of Montana to the Texas Panhandle, I ride where the wind blows, let the horizon handle. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. From the canyons to the rivers, through the dust and sand. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. Cowboy trails call me to every land. The stars at night guide me home through canyon, desert, and rolling Santa Fe, Amarillo, Dodge, Cheyenne, Reno, and back to the lodge. From plains to mountains, rivers to seas, everywhere I go, the West rides with me. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. From the canyons to the rivers, through the dust and sand. I've been everywhere, man, riding everywhere, man. Cowboy trails call me to every land. I've been everywhere, man, everywhere, man, everywhere, man. Cowboy trails call me to every land. Whoa, I've been everywhere, man, riding all across the West, y'all. Yeehaw! Hear the hooves a thump and feel the wagon sway. We're riding through the desert at the break of day. Mule train rolling fast, dust is in the air. Cowboys singing loud without a single care. From the mountains high to the canyon low, we're packing up the saddle, ready to go. The prairie stretches wide, the sun is burning red. We'll keep on riding till the day is dead. Mule train rolling, hee-haw for the day and the sun. Mule train rolling, hee-haw, cowboy riding as one. Mule train rolling, hee-haw, wake it up and keep on running. Mule train rolling, Western hearts forever stunning. Johnny leads the front with a rope in hand. Billy swings behind like a one-man band. The pack mules kick, the wagon sings. Every step we take, adventure brings. Through rattlesnake passes by the river wide, we haul our load with a cowboy pride. The desert wind whispers, the canyon walls reply, singing our story to the western sky. Mule train rolling, hee-haw with the dust and the sun. Hee-haw, train rolling, hee-haw, cowboys riding as one. Mule train rolling, hee-haw, pack it up and keep on running. Mule train rolling, Western hearts forever stunning. Hey there, partner, swing that rope. We got 100 miles of western hope. The horses whine, the coyotes call. Keep moving forward, don't stall at all. From dawn to dusk, we're working the trail, through desert wind and sudden hail. But laughing and singing keeps us alive. A mule train cowboy will always survive. Evening falls, the fire's glowing bright. We'll camp beneath the stars tonight. Mules nibble hay, the fiddle hums a tune. Our voices echo under the silver moon. Tomorrow we ride, the trail is long, but together we're steady, brave and strong. The wagon wheels keep turning, the dust won't rest. We're rolling down the trail, the west at our chest. Mule train rolling, hee-haw to the dust and the sun. Hee-haw, train rolling, hee-haw, cowboys riding as one. Mule train rolling, hee-haw, pack it up and keep on running. Mule train rolling, Western hearts forever stunning. Mule train rolling, rolling down the trail. Yeehaw!
Billy Joe was 17, had a shiny new coat and a dream. Mother warned, son, don't ride that way. Leave your gun and live another day.
but the cowboy heart is wild and free. He saddled up under the old oak tree. The prairie stretched, the wind didn't moan. Billy Joe rode out all alone. Don't take your guns to town, son, no, leave the shooting for another show. The west is wide, but danger's near. Listen close and heed the fear. The saloon door swung in the midday sun. Cards and whiskey, the gamblers run. Billy Joe walked in with a cocky grin, ready to show the world he could win. But the outlaw's eyes were sharp and cold. He'd been waiting there for a fool so bold. A trigger flashed, the smoke it curled. Billy Joe's young life left this world. Don't take your guns to town, son, no, leave the shooting for another show. The west is wide, but danger's near. Listen close and heed the fear. Oh, the prairie mourns and the coyotes cry. The mountains echo a mother's sigh. If he'd only listened, if he'd only stayed, Billy Joe would have seen another day. Now the wind whispers through the canyon low, a tale of a boy we all should know. The sheriff shakes his head in pain, and the townfolk whisper the cowboy's name. The sun sets slow, the shadows fall, a lesson learned by one and all. No gun in hand can beat the tide. Sometimes the bravest just survive. Don't take your guns to town, son, no, leave the shooting for another show. The west is wide, but danger's near. Listen close and heed the fear. Billy Joe rides on, and memories dawn. Don't take your guns to town. Beneath the stars, where the river flows, lives a maiden sweet that everybody knows. Her hair like sunlight, her eyes so fair. I'll sing my love to Rosemary there. The night wind hums through the pinewood trees, carrying whispers of my melodies. Across the plains my heart runs free, calling softly to Rose of the prairie. Oh, Rosemary, my heart belongs through desert trails and mountain songs. Every lonesome cowboy knows the sweetest love the prairie shows. Rosemary, hear my plea, come ride with me eternally. Eternally. The campfire glows with a golden hue as I strum my guitar and think of you. The coyotes sing in the moonlit but your memory makes the dark so bright. Through drifting clouds and morning dew, I ride the range, my thoughts with you. The prairie wide, the sky so free, yet I see only rosemary. Oh, rosemary, my heart belongs through desert trails and mountain songs. Every lonesome cowboy knows the sweetest love the prairie shows. Rosemary, hear my plea, come ride with me eternally. Eternally. If the storm should rise and the night turns gray, I'll find your hand and lead the way. No canyon deep, no river wide can keep me from you by my side. When morning comes, the meadow waits, and the songbird sings for both our sakes. Through every trial, my vow will stand to love you always across the land. And when the sunset paints the sky, I'll write to you my sweetest sigh. Forever bound, my heart agrees to roam with you, Rosemary. Oh, Rosemary, my heart belongs through desert trails and mountain songs. Every lonesome cowboy knows the sweetest love the prairie shows. Rosemary, hear my plea, come ride with me eternally. Eternally. Rose of the prairie,